Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to John's Model Making. Today we're going to start pack 8 of Agora's Mitsubishi Zero fighter. We've only got 4 packs for the actual aircraft itself. Got a couple of wing frames, there's a fuselage body there. Here we have the tailplane and the elevator. We already have done the other side. And we also attach the fuselage to the rest of the plane. I've already taken the cockpit off. We've got servo motors to test, so I'll be able to show you one or two things, as well as the rest of the pack is all to do with the display stand, which I'm going to be doing a totally separate video for, instead of doing it piecemeal. Anyway, that should be it for this month. Not a fantastic lot to do, but obviously we all, I haven't mentioned, but we do get the PCB, so we can which we fit as well. So not a fantastic lot to do, but it's going to be exciting. Really looking forward to it. The plane will look almost complete. You'll see the wing frames and the fuselage all together, the tailplane, the cockpit will be back in place. I can even put the propeller on, and we can have a look at that rotating. Fantastic stuff. Anyway, let's get on with the build. Okay, so we got pack 62, or I should say stage 62. Let's get these out. This is the left elevator. What we need first off is to construct all this. And screws, there's a rod, plate, there's the elevator itself. We've got a bearing and a shaft to fit, and a couple of hinges. Where's all of them? Okay, let's make this a bit easier for myself. We'll use that to prop that up there. And we need to fit these two very small hinges there and there. And we need to capture these. A couple of pegs, one big one, one small one. The right way around, and we need to screw this in place. 1, 2 screws. Okay, got the screws out. There we go, just like that. Excellent. Okay, now what we need to do is pop this shaft in here, through here like so, and pop it through the 2 hinges. There we go, like that. And then we need to fit that in there. Hold on. This one. Make sure that shaft goes in that channel in there, just like that. And we can put this bearing on here. This is D-shaped, but doesn't matter at the moment. We just push that bearing into place there, like so. And then we need to capture all this together. But first of all, we need this little tab out of here. Pop that in place there, like so, and then we can pop all this together. Now you can glue this 1, 2, 3, 4, so we'll do a dry fit first, because sometimes these just snap in place like that, and they stay in place like that. I think that is a little loose at the top there, so I think we can put some glue on that there. Yep, so we need to put some glue under here. I don't think that's going properly either. Okay, so now I've glued those 4 points. We also need to fit this piece on at the end. This should fit one particular way. Well, that does loop round. And so does that. Seems to want to go though. We'll look at this off camera. There we go. I've captured it all. That is a D-shaped fitting. It was a bit difficult to see, but it's gone on all right. There we go. Got the clamps on it. Just give it a minute and we should be back in action shortly. Okay, now that has finally set the glue. That is all tickety-boo. Now what we do need is the other side. We have to marry these two pieces up with the fuselage. Here we go. One goes in one side, like so, like that, and the air mounts up left and right. Also have to make sure we match that with that there, like so. Yep, see that shaft there goes into there like that, so that will have to be the same. There we go, like that. Excellent. Let's get these together. It's not going to be easy holding all this together, but pop that through there. That should match up. And then we need to screw it all together, which is not going to be easy. Okay, let's get the screws. Okay, now I've managed to get these two lined up with that shaft, and we just need to now screw it all together, and it should draw it all in. So let's try the first screw. There we go. There we go. And two on the ball bearings. Yep, that's perfect. It is a very tight fit. Bringing the two elevators together, like D-shaped shaft at the bottom. That in. There we go. Let's say that it should work. That seems to be all lined up nicely. There we go. It was bowing a little bit, but that is much better movement now. That wasn't so easy, that. Putting that, marrying that with that was pretty tight stuff, but there we go, you can see. Anyway, that's brilliant. Now what we need is this piece and screws from this pack 6203 and screws from pack or stage 59. Stage 59 go on this side and stage 62 go on this side, which is all a little bit odd, but there you go, like that. 3 here and 3 there. Oh, sorry, I got that wrong way around. It's this side. The other screwdriver, it's a little bit bigger. There we go. That's that plate in place. There we go. That's that plate in place. That keeps that nice and neat and tidy. They're operating fine. Now what we do need is fit this shaft. We have from previous, and we need to fit it with that. Okay, so we then need to fit this rod from here, from the elevators to this motor, with this little piece at the end, and it goes through there, and hopefully it can rest on that motor there whilst we put this in place. Something like, oops, it fell off. It would do just at the crucial moments. It fell off. Let's screw in place. Let's do that again. That shaft runs from here to the elevators, and I just need to pop in a screw, get that in place. There we go, just like that. So that's servo motor will control those elevators afterwards. Now we did take one off before, which was this one, and that goes on the other side. Okay, so this one I had to take off earlier so as we could get those elevators on, and basically it's for the rudder. Goes from there to here. And there we go, that's in place now, from there to there. And that, well, we'll test that afterwards anyway. We already have done the test on this, so I know it works fine anyway. Now what we need is the next stage. Okay, stage 63 is the display base, so we'll move straight onto stage 64, which is the actual PCB, which we have here. So we'll get this out. There we go. That's the PCB. That basically goes here. So I'll have to move these wires out of the way. Wires, annoying wires, and that goes on just there. There we go. And we could screw that in. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. There we go, excellent. That's the PCB on the fuselage. Now we can grab the rest of the plane. I have already taken the cockpit off. What we do need to ensure is that this cable runs through between these two posts, because this goes there like that. Excellent stuff. And for this, I've got screws from stage 55. We need 5 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So let's get these in. Brilliant. There we go. There you get an idea of how big this is going to be. Fantastic. That is looking brilliant. Okay, all that leaves us to do is to connect all the wiring. Let's start off with this one. They are all marked. I'll pass that through here. This one is H1. And that is move these out of the way up here. Around. There we go. Right, so that's the first wiring. Now all I need to do is connect all the others up. Okay, that's the first part of the wiring. It all has to go here, bunched up here, under here, and obviously into the PCB. This will get compressed down with the cockpit. Now I just need to dress the other side and we're away. Okay, that's all the wiring in place at this for the wings anyway. Just make sure nothing gets trapped. That could go around there quite easily and down there. I'll move this forward, so there we go, and keep them in place. Now what we can do is put the cockpit back in place, and here we have the cockpit. We've got these two cables. Okay, these two cables from the cockpit come down around the side. Let's see if we can get this in place without damaging anything. It's supposed to go in there like so. That drops there. No trap wires there. None there. There is a screw left in, which didn't want to come out before, so I'll put that back down. There we go. Excellent stuff. Let's have a look at the intro cam. There we go. There's a landing gear, cockpit, elevators and rudder, and all that's working. We've tested that before. Brilliant stuff. Okay, doke. You can see how big it's going to be. Excellent. Okay, one more thing left to do, and that is to fit this bracket here, like so. There it is, held in with one screw. There we go. On the side camera. There we go, that's that stage complete. Beautiful. Okay, swiftly moving on to stage 68. We have a wing panel to fit. There we go. Get this out. Okay, this is plastic. Got a fair bit of detail on it though. That we don't actually fit in this stage, so we can keep that to one side. And let's have a look. This will go on here, like that somehow. Something like that. And then we'll need to screw it in place. Okay, those wires that we were told to put under here just get in the way here, so I've moved them around the sides of that screw mounting point there. It's just so as this can grab a hold and sit in place like that. That is flush, it wasn't before. So that is not very good, but now it's it perfectly alright. As you can see, the wires have popped up. I don't know. Anyway, let's get this screwed in place. Okay, we've got the screws out. I need one here. Pull that frame up. I have to just readdress them wires again afterwards. There we go, that's all 6 in place, and that's how it looks. Brilliant. Does look really good. And we have got one for the other side, so I'll dress those wires up and show you in a minute. Fine, we've got 2 more screws, one here and one here. These are different size. I've tidied them wires up and hopefully everything will be hunky-dory with them. There we go. That's stage 68 complete. Let's see what's next. Okay, so we got again the same again, stage 70. 8 more screws. We don't fit that piece yet. Not at this stage anyway. That is what that is looking like. Already, yep. It swivels a bit. That looks pretty good. Fit that in another later stage anyway, along with that frame. So again, we have this that goes under here. Oops, where is it? This that goes under here. Yeah, let's turn it over. Have a look at what we've got here. There we go. Fit in place just like that. Notice there's no decals on this yet either. Right, let's screw that into place. And then what we need is 2 more, one here and one here. There we go. That is that pack complete. As you can see, So look on the other camera. There we go. There she is. That's looking brilliant. Now what I'll do, I'll test some of these. I'll test the rudder and the elevators in a minute or two. I know the lighting works on the cockpit because I've already tested that. The other things I can't test, but we can test that LED, that servo motor, and that servo motor. So just bear with me. Okay, so here we have the propeller test. There we go. Brilliant stuff. Okay, we're in a position to do a bit of testing now. Now all we need to do with this power pack is connect it up. This extension lead, I have put the LED it straight in as well. I might have to turn that around to show you actually. So we'll connect it up now to the rudder. So switch on, press the first button to center it. There we go. Press it to stop in that position, and there we go, it's centered now. Well, that little flap's fine. And as you can see, there we go. There's the tail light, navigation light. But it's just gone off. Yep. There we go. There's the tail light. Gotta watch out for these plugs. Well, one of the pins had popped out then. Just a matter of pushing it back in, luckily. Okay, now switch it off. Unplug that one. And now we'll put the elevators in. There we go. Switch on, center it. There we go. That's the elevators. Stop it there. Should center. Oh, dicky wiring again. Oh, that's fine. Yep, there it did center then. Funny little thing that panel is. Okay, so there we go. That is pack 8 complete. We have this spare part, which is the frame for the fuselage, of course. We've got the bomb. We've got this bracket. We've got 2 rods. One will go here. For the rear landing gear. Rear landing wheel. And the other one goes, I believe, at the front here, but we don't fit them, not today. There we go, brilliant. There you go. She looks like a plane now. Seeing the actions of the rudder and the elevators, and there she is, looking brilliant. Be another month before I get pack 9. I think there are 5 stages in this one that are all displaced on, but I'll do that at another day, like I've already said. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Those wires were very, very fiddly. That's why I didn't bother videoing it. I didn't bother videoing it because I speeded up. We probably still take forever anyway. But be careful with them. Just don't make sure you get trapped wires. Even though they tell you where they're supposed to go, it doesn't always make sense, because then you have to move them afterwards later. Well, you have to move them later anyway. So just a bit of common sense at the end of the day. But it's looking fantastic. I think the connections on that little test board have been stressed a little bit, but everything seems to be working all right. But it is just a test board, so I'm not concerned about that at all. Anyway, if you did like that, give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll get notified of all my future videos. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.